Streaming and YouTube is just a hobby, not your future. Yo guys, welcome back to another Dave Talk. This is your guy Assassin Dave. Today it's gonna be another real talk time, okay, with you guys, and it's gonna talk about my experience as a YouTuber, as a streamer, and also my suggestion for a lot of you guys who want to jump into streaming and YouTube. Before we get into that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, make sure to smash a like, subscribe, and turn that bell on to all notification bells. That's so far the best way to receive notifications from our channel. Make sure to smash a like, subscribe, and turn the bell on to join the coolest, greatest, and baddest stream and channel on planet ML, brought to you by the world-renowned gaming superstar Assassin Dave. Anyways, let's first start with an opinion piece that I read on Reddit. It's posted by Bash Striker. Twitch is your hobby, not your future. Now, I don't know who this person is, but I accidentally came across this opinion piece, and I think a lot of stuff that he said are interesting and should be brought to light, because recently I've got more and more people sending me channel links and, trying to get me to give them a shout out and all that kind of stuff. I want to do shout outs, but I've done a lot of shout outs like 2 years ago, and it didn't work out for me. In fact, most people, they jump to YouTube after I give them a big shout out. They went to like 1,000 subs pretty fast, and then they just quit like a week afterwards, right? And then it's like, today, instead of doing shout outs or answering one by one, let's read this opinion piece, and I'm going to talk about my personal opinions. Okay, something people need to realize is this grind attitude is incredibly unhealthy. Sure, streaming can be an incredible dream job with an insane amount of money, and of course for the people who can make a living off Twitch, it's 100% a legitimate job. But 99.99% of people who stream on any platform will never make enough money to pay for a month of rent, let alone the rest of your expenses. You have a few free hours after work and school and nothing else to do? Have at it. Stream and have fun. If you start making a living, that's freaking awesome. And congratulations. But until that moment, you shouldn't be thinking about money or even the amount of viewers. Okay, so far everything that he said is actually very true. All right, I want to tell a lot of viewers who try to jump into streaming, understand that I recommend this as a part-time thing, right? If you are playing the game and you enjoy sharing, if you have the kind of personality who like to share, who doesn't mind to be in front of the camera or talking to a camera with no real people in front of you, you're talking to a crowd on the internet across the world, right? If that's your thing, go ahead, have at it, as this guy said. I mean, if you're already playing the game for a lot of hours, why don't you just stream it? And it's a little bit more tiring, but it's fun if that's your thing. But again, I recommend you do this part-time, because for a long ass time when you're gonna start, you're not going to make money. In fact, you're gonna spend a lot more money, because streaming requires quite a bit of equipment. All right, if you want to get just a really shitty quality stream, go ahead. But if you want to have a decent quality stream, it requires a decent webcam, mic. Not even talking about requires a lot of specs on your computer. If your computer is not up to the task, I know most laptops are not up to the task. I have a MacBook Pro from my sister last year, a 2019 brand new MacBook Pro. It can't even handle OBS and streaming. Basically, it will lag frames. All right, that's how much requirement it needs to stream a good quality, a normal quality stream. Oh my goodness. It's just a lot of upfront investment. But if you want to use this as a hobby, investing money into your hobby to make yourself happy, that's a legitimate, spend money, buy some good microphones, buy some good webcams, you have the extra cash on the side, and stream a game that you enjoy playing. I think that's awesome, without the intention to make money. Because right now you have to understand one thing that I experienced as a YouTuber is Mobile Legend is a game that has been dragging my emotion down. I have felt depressed multiple times playing the game, because really it's unbalanced, especially in North American server where so little players. And then the developers not really paying attention to quality content. It's not really helping with my situation, right? That's why we're really, really excited for Wild Rift to come out, and I'll take a look at that game to see if that game may or may not have a good future, right? We really have to see after game comes out, but I'm looking for all the possible options, since I'm really having a hard time talking to developers about evaluating content's quality, not just views. My point here is, when I first started streaming, I had a passion for it. I enjoy the content, I enjoy the game. Now it's like I'm trying to provide good quality guides. I try to spend 8 hours a day just to collect materials to make guides, but it's not really valued, it's not really appreciated. On top of algorithmic disadvantage, right, geographic disadvantage, my YouTube videos are not getting seen that much. It's not really paying me that much. But imagine if I maintaining my civil engineering job and just doing this on the part-time, right? Just stream and make some normal quality videos like 99% of YouTubers out there for Mobile Legends, who just make a gameplay and put some text on top of it. If I just did that, I would be 100%, 200% happier, all right, than now, because I wouldn't rely on this source of income, wouldn't rely on YouTube as my main source of income at this moment, right? I can stream and make video for any game that I like and want to play at the moment. That's what I'm telling you to do, right? Streaming Mobile Legends or making YouTube videos for Mobile Legends should not be your job. Do not quit your job over this. This should only be a hobby at this point, especially, Mobile Legends is so saturated. Every single category is covered by some people out there, right? If you think a really good player, then what about the pro players, right? They can just easily make a content and there's nothing you can say or do. Maybe you're actually better than a pro player, but you can't prove that you're better. Right? So your content will just be buried because people would rather go watch a so-called pro player with a title than you who are actually better. You get the point. Let's continue to read this article. The fact that the current top post, which is encouraging this unhealthy and unrealistic lifestyle, have 659 points and 93% upvoted shows that this is a widespread issue with Twitch. People in there are saying people who don't support them just don't get it. Or if they don't support unconditionally, they really aren't your friend. No, those are the people who do care about you. This is actually really true because one thing that this guy's opinion actually touched up on is that 99% of the streamers or YouTubers won't make a living out there, and that's 100% true, okay? You cannot make a living out of content. You're paid by like how many dollars per 1,000 views. And if you're in SEA region, the payout for those views are gonna be really, really low compared to a region like North America or EU. But then Mobile Legends, mobile games are not really popular in these regions, unless you're making like Clash Royale or Clash of Clans, those like bomb games in this region. Other than that, it's not going to happen for Mobile Legends. It's not going to happen for Arena of Valor. And I suspect it's probably not going to happen for League of Legends Wild Rift either. So to say that, if you don't support them unconditionally, you just don't get it and you're not their real friends, that is just fake, right? In fact, if I tell you, do not rush into streaming, do not rush into making videos for Mobile Legends, it's actually that I'm just telling you the facts. I do care about you, but only to a certain extent. It's your life after all. We can only give you suggestions. Whether to listen to them or not is your judgment. Let's continue reading this article. Not to mention, streaming 8 hours a day doesn't make you have any better chance of becoming big than someone who streams 3 hours a week. It's pure luck that you become big. There's no skill involved. Now, I gotta say something about this. It's not pure luck. It's not just like there's no skill involved. I'm constantly working really hard to improve the stream quality, the production value I provide on my stream. I actually pride ourselves to be one of the highest production value on the entire platform for Mobile Legends. But again, we just need to spread the words and have more people share the stream and watch the stream. But streaming, if you want to be good, you really require a lot of research, a lot of study, a lot of improving, a lot of working on yourself. People don't just get 20,000, 30,000 concurrent viewers for no reason. Dr. Disrespect didn't just become big. People loved his personality. People loved his show, right? He didn't just bring a stream. He bring a freaking show, a presentation. It's a comedy, right? You go there just to have fun. Doesn't matter what game he plays. It's always fun. That's why he's my idol. That's why I constantly learn from him. But there's some truth to what he said, right? There's actually a lot of luck to it. You can grind all you want. For example, when I switched from Mobile Legends to Arena Valor when I wanted to play pro, I really took a gamble. I thought Arena Valor going to be the next big thing. Unfortunately, it didn't, right? The game just tanked in North America, in the world actually, because how they marketed the game. But I was naive. I learned a valuable lesson through this whole experience. It's 2 years working with big company Tencent. It taught me a lot. It didn't make me money, but it really taught me a lot. However, if I would just stuck with Mobile Legends, I did some calculation. If I just grow at a normal rate, a steady rate, and never grow like faster, I would have been sitting at 1.5 million subscribers today, So basically, a lot of it is actually luck. Nobody saw that Arena Valor is going to do this bad, right? The Mobile Legends going to still dominate the SEA region. Nobody knew that. Arena Valor is backed by the biggest gaming publisher in the world, aka Tencent. Still, it did really, really horrible. So a lot of it is actually related to the game you play, right? A lot of first-person game shooter players, they can be really, really good, but if you're not playing the right game at the right time, you're not going to be the next Ninja. You're still just going to be you, right? Ninja got really, really lucky, and a lot of other streamers got really, really lucky on the game that they choose. Now, are they just profit? Do they know? Can they foresee the future? I don't think so. I think they just got lucky. So yes, you have to see a pattern of what game can be popular, and also you have to enjoy the game. You have to be really good at that game. A lot of stuff is involving streaming the right game at the right time, at the right moment, aka luck. So what he said has some merit to it, but I do not agree that it requires no skills. I think streaming, if you want to bring to the next level, if you want to actually bring value to your viewers, it requires a lot of efforts. Okay, let's keep on reading. If Twitch tracker is accurate, there are 5.8 million unique streamers per month and currently 45,000 partners. I'm actually a partner on Twitch, by the way. Now, there are a lot of partners who can't pay the bills with Twitch, but let's assume they all can. That's 0.007% of all the streamers who are partners. Basically, he's saying all the streamers on Twitch, which is the biggest streaming platform outside of China, assuming that all the partners can pay for their bills, only 0.007% can pay for their bills. That is crazy. That is dog shit crazy, okay? To show you how competitive this industry really is. So before you jump into this industry, before you tell me, Dave, I want to be the next big streamer, big YouTuber, any tips? Okay, my tip is don't do it. Or do it as a hobby, not as a job. All right, please. You have to understand how hard it is. When I first started doing YouTube and Twitch, for about 3 to 4 months, I never had any viewers, dude. I never had any income. Can you endure the same thing? Can you endure doing YouTube for 3 months and still only have 20 views per video? Out of those 20 views, 10 are from yourself, right? I literally opened up 10 different tabs of my video when I first get started. And I did that for a few months, ladies and gentlemen. So now with a lot of people jumping into YouTube and I'm doing shout out for them to give them this huge boost in the early phase, I mean, that's not normal, right? And then if you happen to get one of those boosts from any other big YouTubers, be grateful. But it doesn't mean that you can keep on going at it. Even with thousands of subscribers, with your every video has like 10,000 views, you still won't be making enough money to pay rent. I can promise you that. That's just how YouTube works, okay? Pocket money, sure. A few $100s, of course. But is that going to be enough to pay for your food and your family? No. So overall, guys, my personal experience have taught me that if you really want to jump onto streaming, I recommend you start with a hobby. And if you find out that you're actually really good and there is maybe a path forward that some of your video blew up for some reason, people really enjoyed it, and you're making steady income from it, by all means, go for it. But most of the time, I do not recommend you jump onto it. I recommend you get a regular job which can support you and your family and do streaming and YouTubing part-time. But if this is actually your passion, you really want to build a brand, you really want to build a show, then invest time outside of your work regularly. You still work really hard in your job, your boss likes you, get paid regularly, and then outside of it, make sure you invest into your passion, right? Build a brand on the side. That doesn't mean you should quit your job. That's just my 2 cents on it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, turn the bell on to all notification bells. With that, Assassin Dave signing off. I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.
Just for the thrill of it, nothing counterfeit with you, just the thrill of it.